Basic when it comes to fireworks safety. Hey, Court.
Hey, good morning, Ken. Okay, so here's the first thing. There are lots of options for you out there as far as safe and sane fireworks are concerned, but there's a certain time for you to light those fireworks and a certain way for you to make sure that you dispose of them. And I know Chris Harvey here with the Sacramento Fire Department, we talk about this every year, right?
Yes.
And we always have the same information for people, but common sense is not so common anymore.
Exactly.
We still have to talk about these things because people just forget, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the first thing you want to know is obviously you're going to look on the firework to make sure that it has a label that says safe and sane. We want to make sure that people are lighting off fireworks that they've purchased from a stand,
yes,
a legal stand. A good rule of thumb is anything that flies in the air or explodes is going to be an illegal firework.
Okay.
Penalties about those have gotten much more severe. We can talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Second thing we want to do is we're going to make sure that we're lighting off in a clear area. You want to look overhead, make sure there's no trees or brush.
Right.
This is an ideal situation, obviously a parking lot. Most folks will be lighting off in their front yards,
sure,
or sidewalks, things like that. So it's a good idea to have a hose standing by if you can. If not a hose, a bucket of water. And you want to at least have a bucket of water for the disposal afterwards.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. So let's light one off here.
Okay.
So you want to get away from, you've got all your fireworks stored there. You want to get safely away so you're not right next to them.
Okay.
Make sure all the children are standing back.
Right.
You don't want any kids standing nearby.
And a lot of times, like the kids say, "Oh, I want to light the firework. I want to light it." What's a good age, would you say?
I would say 12.
Okay.
I really do.
Yeah.
You really don't want kids under that lighting the firework. You want them safely back. Fireworks should always go on the ground like we see here.
Right.
Every year we see somebody trying to set up some ladders and boards and get their fireworks up off the ground.
Do that.
But that just increases the risk that the firework can tip over or fall down and end up pointed at somebody. So leave them on the ground. That's the way they're designed to be used, is on the ground.
And really, grown-ups need to keep an eye, literally keep an eye on these things, because the kids, they get excited and the grown start chit-chatting and whatnot and not paying attention to what's happening with the fireworks.
Exactly, and you'll see somebody run over and decide they're going to light one off and grab the lighter and do that. So after the fireworks done, you want to make sure and give it a second. You're pretty sure it's done. Sometimes they're a little warm to the touch,
right?
But you can usually pick them up from the bottom. It's not too hot to the touch. And now that you've got your water standing by, you want to completely submerge your firework.
Okay.
Yep. And you can leave it sitting in there for a while you're lighting the next one off. But submerging it in water is going to make sure. Yeah. And most of them come with a label now. You can see this right here.
Yep.
It says "May reignite."
And that's the stuff you got to watch out for.
Yeah. So it says right on there, soak with water after use.
It's like those candles for the birthday cakes. It's not quite done until it's done.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick, because I know I have been hearing fireworks going off near my home for at least 2 weeks now.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and say those are illegal.
Yeah, like I said, anything that flies in the air or explodes is illegal. In Sacramento, we kind of tend to have an illegal fireworks problem because we're at the confluence of two major highways. We get them coming in from Nevada, we get them coming in from down, coming south from some of the states up north where you can buy these fireworks that fly in the air and explode. So the penalties for using those have gotten a little more severe.
Okay.
Just the minimum penalty now, even for a single use, is 5 days in jail and 3 years of probation. And if there are children present when you light these off, the penalties are much more severe.
Higher.
Yeah, if you're endangering children by lighting these off, you can actually spend quite a bit of time in jail.
So let's have fun, ladies and gentlemen, but let's do it responsibly. Always, always good advice. Chris, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Rudolph, back over to you.
That's right, and we can't get enough reminders of how important it is to take all those safety precautions when it comes to taking care of the kids and the pets and, of course, yourself.